Hey guys, thanks for joining me. So I got a lot of inquiries about my CT roll and lock that they saw in my video. I was using a Ropeman one, but I am going to be switching over to the CT roll and lock. Because why am I doing that? Because I'm going down to the Oplux 8mm from Wild Edge. So much lighter. When you look at how small this packs up compared to my other rope that I had, I mean, you can see the difference. So much lighter, but I can't use the Ropeman on this one because the Ropeman doesn't go down to 8mm. So I'm switching over to the CT roll and lock. This will go down to the 8mm. What I'm going to be doing though is putting a little pull tab on here just like the Ropeman has to be able to release the rope. This does not have it. I'm going to go through that little hole there. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. But remember, anytime you are leaving the ground, these are technically not rated for what we are using them for. A lot of people use this Ropeman. I would love, first off, if you guys could let me know in the comment section of this video what you guys are using. I think some guys are using a Ropeman 1. Some guys are using a Ropeman 2. Some guys are using a Kong. And some guys are using a CT roll and lock. So let me know what you're using in the comment section. Let me know if you have any sort of backup system. I doubt that these are ever going to break on us. I know they're not loaded for a fall or rated for a fall because you're supposed to have tension on these all of the time. Pretty much when you're using your lineman's belt, you should always have tension on it anyways, or you should be standing securely. But everybody is different. All I can tell you is take your time going up the tree because you don't want to have an accident. I don't care how fast I get up the tree. That doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get up there very safely. I'm going to have a Prusik backup on this also, so I will show you that. But remember, let me know in the comment section what you guys are using to get up the tree. So guys, this light rope is going to get rid of one whole pouch because I'll be able to put my lineman's rope and my tether rope with my CTs in one pouch because they are so light and so compact. So guys, let's go see how I'm going to put a little cable on here so we have a pull tab just like the Ropeman. Okay guys, so here we are. We're at the workbench. We have our crimpers here. If you don't have crimpers, when you have to set these, you could just use a hammer, hit it on the ground. You're just basically trying to crush that aluminum a little bit. Got a piece of shrink tube cut. We've got our 10-inch piece of steel 1/16 inch cable. And we're going to be making a little pull tab like the Ropeman has on it. So let's get rid of the Ropeman. And here is my CT roll and lock. I am going to open this up. I am going to be using this with a Prusik backup, and I'll show you all of that once I'm done. But I'm going to be using this on my lineman's belt, and I'm going to be using it as my tether. So I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to put the cable through that opening right there, and it's not going to interfere with the operation of this at all. So I'm not too worried about that at all. All right, so we're going to leave it in this open position. So to start with this, we're going to take, I'm going to put that up here. Hopefully I can keep this on camera. We're going to take these two little ferrules. The ferrules have two holes in them. And I'm going to basically feed this through before I even put it onto the cable. You have to be very careful here that you don't pull back any of these because it'll be really hard to get them to go back in again. So next we're going to put this through the other side. And what this ferrule is doing is basically creating our thumb area or our finger to be able to adjust. We're going to need enough going through this. We can adjust this later real quick, but we're going to put more through right now. We're going to take the next little ferrule and we're going to put it on here like that. And on this one, we're just going to get it coming through there, if you can see that. So let's put it through there now. And now let's try and get it through this ferrule. And there we go. So now you can see we have 2 of them here. What we're going to do is we want this one to be just enough to where it's on each end. All right, so we're good there. And we can adjust this one afterwards because we can pull the cable through. So now we're going to crimp that. I'm going to put this through here. Let me just see if I can pull this way a little bit more. Still got the lines, or got the cables going through both sides. And I'm going to put my crimper through here. We're going to get that right on that right in the middle there. I'm going to probably do 2 of them. Make sure that my cable is still in there. And it is. Now I'm just going to put some pressure down. That's one side. And you can see what that did right there. It just basically crimped the aluminum. I'm going to do it again. And now those are together. So that should not pull out. And like I said, this isn't weight bearing or anything like that. So now what we're going to do is, I don't really need a big loop here. I need the bigger loop down here by my finger. So we're going to play with this a little bit. But I do want these 2 ferrules close together. So we're going to be kind of like that. Nice and small like that, with the bigger finger point here. And we're going to be able to bend this later on, but right now we're just going to tighten this up a little bit, like so. All right, now we're going to try and get this shrink tube over, which is going to be a little work too, because we're going to have to bend that to get it over. Squeezing the wires together and pulling at the same time. All right. You can see how those have moved apart again. We're going to move them again so they are closer. I'll pull this down. Like so. I've got those 2 very close together right there. So I'm going to still be able to pull that back. So that should be good right there. I've got my finger opening right here. Got my 2 ferrules right next to each other. You can feel them inside. And now we're going to basically just get the heat gun and heat this up. Let me get the heat gun. All right, so we got the heat gun now. And we're going to turn it on. And you will see how this, I'll try and bring this down a little bit more for you. And you will see how it will shrink down. You can see how it's shrunk down around the 2 ferrules. We could hold this like this if we wanted to, but I'm not really worried about that. I've got my finger hole here that I'm going to be able to use, and it has shrunk down around the ferrules. So we are good to go. I'll let that cool down a little bit, and then I will show you the operation of it. So guys, here it is. It's all done. The cable has, or the shrink tube has dried. So now we have basically a pull tab just like the Ropeman one. And there it is. It does not interfere with opening up and locking this CT roll and lock. It can still operate everything, but now we have the pull tab to release the rope. So guys, remember, anytime you leave the ground, you are at risk. I am going to, and like I said in the very beginning of this video, I am going to show you how I'm going to have a Prusik backup on this. But this is going to save me a whole pouch, and that rope just slides through this so nice, just like butter. All right, guys, see you on the next video, and I will show you my complete setup as far as my lineman's loop with this on there, or my lineman's rope, and my tether system. All right, guys, have a great day, and stay safe. See you later. Bye-bye.